Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. My name is NCK2310. Yes, welcome. Yes, I hope it's standing nicely. Yes. For those that are new, what we do here, we do scrutinize and analyze songs. Yes, that's what we do here. And we've been for this journey for a while now. For the returning subscribers, thank you so much. And for all of you that always rewatch my videos, I really appreciate. May God bless you. Yes. So we dwell with gospel music, we dwell with political songs, we dwell with Mogidhi Chapati songs, we dwell with all kind of music, and I especially dwell a lot with my mother tongue songs, which are Kikuyu songs. So I scrutinize them and analyze them in English. That's what we do on this channel. Yes, and sometimes, of course, we touch a little bit politics because it's also political songs. Sometimes we are also in politics as well. Yes, and for those that don't know, I am from Kenya, in Africa, East Africa. That's where I am from. And yes, Kenya is also my business because that's where my home is. All right, without wasting any time, let's dive in. We see what song I've prepared for you. And it's a beautiful song, as always. All the songs are amazing. Let me start to read what the song says. And after that, I'll tell you who is the writer and who have sung the song. Yes. The song says, today is a gospel song. And the song says, Lord saw me as I was suffering, when I used to cry a lot due to the pain I was enduring, which were caused deep in my heart by the people around me, the people that betrayed me. You know, on this first verse, you can see that sometimes people around you, people who you would expect to be on your side, people who you'd expect to hold your hands, and they're the ones who are against you. But usually you know about this when it's late. Sometimes it's shocking, you know, when the people who you think, like, for example, your family or close friends, that they are the ones who are attacking you. They're the ones who don't want good for you. It hurts to be betrayed by the people around you. But as I always say, you should never go look from far away your enemies. They're always within. So that means your enemies could be in the family. They could be friends. They could be your workmates. They could be people around you. But what hurts most is if it's family members. That hurts the most. Because I think as family, you should be there for your family members. You should be happy. When your family members are doing all right, you should be happy. When your family members are making it in life, you should be happy, because when they are able to be up there, they will maybe assist you, you know. But some people think different. Yes, they want to be helped, but they're still maybe, like, for example, jealous of their family members, which is wrong. It's not all right. And when the song continues to say, those people that betrayed me, they used to mock me. They used to ask, where is my God? Can you imagine, for example, you are there, for us, for example, who are Christians, you're there, you always live according to the ways of God. You know, you try to follow God's commandments. You're not a naughty, nasty person. You're trying to do everything in the right way. And then your things all of a sudden are not going right, all right. And then there are people mocking you. Where is that God that you've been worshiping? Where is that God that you believe in? Can you imagine how much it hurts? I think for those people who are religious, it must be so painful. It must hurt just to notice that you're being mocked by those people you expected to be on your side. They're the ones who are mocking. They're the ones who are laughing at you when your things are going wrong. They're the ones who are clapping their hands when you're suffering. It's heartbreaking. The song says, Lord, if you never came and answered me, if God never answered the prayers during that time that I was in pain, If you had never listened to me or my cries, who would I have turned to? The way I was at my end. But thank you, Lord, for answering my prayers. So there you are, that you are at the end. You didn't know where to turn to. Everybody had abandoned you. For example, let's say it's in family. We've seen, for example, situations where, for example, it's a married. You're married, everything is fine, your things are all right, and all of a sudden, those same family members who maybe you are even assisting or helping, if you are, for example, well up, you are helping your the close relatives, for example, either financially or well, in whichever way. But the time your things start to go wrong, they all turn the back on you. They stop to talk to you. They start. I see Nija Drew, thank you for coming. Welcome. They start to really be rude to you. They turn against you. They are rude to you. They don't talk to you. They go and gossip about you to other people. Those people who are close to you, that must be so painful, And according to the writer of this song, this could be that what she was going through. That those people who are supposed to protect her, even the time things were not going all right. For example, if there may be, for example, separations, maybe have the man or the woman goes and fight a new partner somewhere, and this one who is broken, she's heartbreaking, her heart is broken. Instead of those family members coming comforting her, instead of solving the things, going and telling the husband, please don't do this to your family, please do not do this, stop hurting your wife, stop hurting your woman. Instead of doing such things, what they do, they are clapping their hands. They are putting salt and sugar. They are the ones who are happy. We know that there are so many pretenders out there. That's why I always say, you can only put your trust in God. Because even those people who are close to you, your family members, your very close people who are supposed to defend you, that you can rely on, your shoulder to lie on, to lean on, they are not there. They're away from you. And these must hurt. And there she is. She's saying, God, thank you that you answered my prayers. It seems like maybe she was hurt for a long time. She's been crying inside for a long time. She didn't know where to go, north or south, west or east. She had nowhere to run to because everybody had abandoned her. There you are. If you are in this kind of situation, what I can tell you, please, continue praying if you're prayerful, because God will come. God will hear your prayers one of these days. Don't give up. Even if all the people who have moved away from you, continue praying, because God will come one day. God will answer your prayers, as this lady is telling us that God answered her prayers. And there she's asking God, if you did not answer my prayers, where could I have gone? Where could I have run to? Because I've been mocked enough. People have laughed enough at me. I've been abused, enough. But there she is. God rescued her. God answered her prayers at last. Anyway, let's continue to hear the song. It's a beautiful song. The song, it's very encouraging. I love this song. The song says, there was no one to cry or to lean my shoulders on, because I was even abandoned by my loved ones, those who are close to me, as we've discussed. I have no more strength left. I had nowhere to escape to. So I was just waiting for you to do whatever you wanted to do with me. So this song is telling us, never give hope. God will come one day. Just continue doing what you're doing when it's the right thing. Continue praying, continue being on God's side. Never turn other side. Maybe you can, in that moment, when someone is on her lowest or in his lowest, that's the moment, because everybody else have moved away from you, that's the moment the devil comes in. You can hear and the devil comes in human beings. Someone can try to mislead you, tell you, oh, let's go this direction. You know what? If we follow this direction, nobody, you're going to get help there and there. And that's where the people fall into trap. Some people, as I've always said, you can have very bad advice from bad people who want you to even fall more than you where you are, people they will lead you to the wrong direction. If they see that your things are not going all right, for example, you have a business and your business is going wrong, for example, and somebody can come and tell you, you know what? For your business to start booming, I can take you somewhere. There are people called witch doctors. You can go there so that you can get help from there. And if you do such things, you are moving away from God. You're going the wrong direction, and your things would be better. Because remember, if you go, for example, to those witch doctors, they are on business. They will not do it for free. And there you will even fall more deeper than where you are. So always think twice. When your things are wrong, when nothing is working for you, never turn to the wrong direction, because you will fall more down than where you are. Keep trusting in God, that God will make a way, because it could be a test. We know that God's test as well. God wants to see, is this my child? Do this person believe in me? Is this person gonna go to the wrong direction? Is this person gonna start to worship other idols? There are some people who are gonna tell you, oh, your things are not going all right. You know what? Go to the priest, go to pastors, go to bishops. Let them lay their hands on you. And the one thing is, you don't know those people if they are clean, like they pretend to be. You don't know what they do when they're in their private times. You don't know if they even go and worship devils themselves. And there you are. You go to them and you allow them to lay hands on you. So you see, you're getting yourself again more down. That's why I say, if your things are not going all right, continue praying. Praying is the only solution. There is no other solution anywhere else. Because you might think, oh my God, people can tell you, oh, I did this and this and that, and my things went all right. So let me show you where I went. And there you are. You fall into that temptation, because that's the wrong direction. So always be very careful. If your things are not going all right, don't worry. God will come. He will come. God knows what you're going through. He knows that you're suffering. So don't lose hope, because many people lose hope and many people stop having patience. They think, oh my God, now I've waited enough. My things are not working. For example, if you are a wife and your husband is moving away, maybe getting somebody else, don't start to go to those witch doctors. Oh my God, I want my husband back home. Oh my God, maybe, listen, maybe that husband of yours, or that wife of yours, was a blockage in your life. Maybe God wants to even open doors for you. That's why God made it a way that person moves away out of your life. And there you are, you're being told, you know what? You have to return him back. And then you're being shown which way you're going to go, so that whoever, I don't know, the devil, the evil, can help him come back. And there you are. You're again putting yourself into shocks. That's why I say everything that happens in life, the reason, everything. There are also some situations you see very well that there are sometimes it's a married couple, there's separation. Maybe that wife gets another partner and later on kills that partner, or that husband gets another partner and later on kills that partner. You see, maybe God saved you. You could have been that one who is murdered, So it means everything that happens in life have a reason, everything. And you should never be in a hurry. You should never be like you don't have patience and just running like, oh, I'm going crazy. Oh, why things are not working for me. Oh, I'm going to go and start to get other assistance. Oh, I'm going to go to start other help. Hey, I'm going to do. No, take it easy. Your time is coming. Just believe in God, because what you're doing is right. God knows that. Continue that. If you're, for example, also here on YouTube or on these channels, you should never, oh, my channel is not working. Your time is coming. God will make sure that the time comes for you, the right time, and He opens it. And you start to boom, everybody is watching you and listening to you. Your time is coming. Just be patient. Don't start to, for example, I know, like, for example, on this online, I've gotten many offers from people. Oh, we can help you, your YouTube channel to grow. You need to pay this and this and that. We will show you what happens. No, I don't do it, because I know bribing is wrong. Bribing here on YouTube, bribing on wherever, it's wrong. Don't do it. Just do always the right things, because You are not breaking any laws in any way. And even God knows that you're doing properly, you are working properly. If it's your families, for example, if your husband goes, let him go. If your wife goes, let her go. Maybe God has other plans for you. God wants to open doors for you, because sometimes things that happen have a reason. For me, everything that happens have a reason. Sometimes you can be traveling, maybe by plane or by bus, by cars, by whichever boat, and sometimes you miss that journey, and all of a sudden you hear, oh my God, that plane you could have taken, that train, that bus, that ship went and got accident, and you're like, oh my God, I could have been in there. You see, everything that happens in life have a reason. You should never feel, oh, why this happened. Always, if something's happened, and of course sometimes it hurts, you cry, and you're like, oh my God, why this happened to me? Why only this is? Don't worry. Be patient. Your time is coming. Just continue doing the right thing, because God knows that you're gonna miss that and that. Maybe God was doing all that to save you, you and your children, for example. Everything that happens have a reason. Always put that in your mind. Never feel like God has abandoned you. That's why you're suffering. No, we've also seen stories, for example, people who are hardworking, but they still remains poor. I mean, poor materialistically, but they are very hardworking. They wake up very early in the morning. They go and try to sell this and this and that. They go and try to look for jobs, this and that and that. They work hard. They're not lazy, but still they don't come up. Listen, don't lose hope. Continue. When you're doing that work you're doing, when you're going struggling out there, still continue praying. Because if you don't pray, prayer is the only thing that can hold you. The only thing that connects you between you and God. It's only prayers. Always when you wake up, pray, tell God, thank you, Lord. When you're going to look for a job, tell God, God, I know you know I'm not lazy. I do my best. I work hard, Lord. Please open doors for me. God will one day do miracles for you. Never stop praying. So when your things are not going right now, remember, one day, God will come and God will answer you. Anyway, let's continue with the song. This is a very, very beautiful song. The song says, I've read there that there was no one to lay my shoulders on. Then the song says, I was abandoned by my loved ones. I had no more strength left. I had nowhere to escape to. So I was just waiting for you to do whatever you wanted to do with me. There you are. Do that because you don't know where to run to, you don't know where to escape to, you don't know which side to turn to. Just continue doing the right thing, and just wait for God. That's the only way you can do. So if you're there and you're suffering, for example, if your partner, if you're a wife, your husband is never home. It's these kind of husbands who are just busy writing with side chicks out there. Don't worry. The best thing you can do is for you to start doing the same, to go and start writing out there with other different men or other men. That's the wrong thing you can do. If your partner is going writing around with this one and that one and that one, I know you're crying, you're hurt, you have pain, I understand. But you know what? Two wrongs doesn't make a right. You know what he's doing is wrong. He even himself or herself know what she's doing is wrong. But you know what? Don't do the same. Do not. For you, just think that I know you're crying. God knows what you're going through, that you're crying. Continue praying that may God make a way for you. God will build a way for you that even that man can move away from you and will give you another new partner, another nice partner, another better partner. God will even open businesses for you, ways that you can make money again. If you are that kind of person who, there are some couples, some partners don't want their partners to work. They don't want their partners to have their own money because they don't want them to be dependent, because they want them to ruin them all their lives, So if you're one of those, don't lose hope. As I said, continue doing the right thing. Do not say, oh, he or she goes around and loiters with that one and that, I'm also going to do the same. Because then you're also doing wrong. you're doing wrong. Two wrongs doesn't make a right. It's same like when you're being abused. Even here online, I say if someone calls you, I don't know which animal, do not call back that. Do not. Because if that person, for example, when I hear some people abusing others, if I had put that person here and I hear that person is an abuser, abusing people, I put that person down here, even more down. And if you are the one being abused, if you also do the same, you are also down here. So do not. If you are up there, keep putting yourself up there. If someone abuses you, just say, please, excuse me. I was not taught to abuse. Because those things, remember, internet never forgets. Remember that internet never forgets. Because if you abuse people, if you pull down whatever you've posted, remember other people have already taken screenshotted whatever you've said. They've already made copies. So those things can always come back. We see many times that whatever people have been talking or doing, those things are put back for the world to see. So whenever, for example, if you ever been abused by anybody, I beg you, especially our Kenyan people, please, let's keep our morals. Do not abuse back. Some people say, hey, no, do not. Because you're putting yourself from here to down here. Don't do it. You should be somebody who has morals, setting a good example to your children, to the people around you, to the people who know you, to your workmates, people that they know, oh my God, that one, don't say with this mouth bad words. Because God gave us this mouth not to be abusing others, not to, God gave us this mouth to sing for Him, to talk nice things to each other, to say hello to each other in a nice way, or think that way. Some people can say, oh, you're stupid. Oh, you're naive, you're abused, and you're not abusing back. Don't. Two wrongs doesn't make a right. Yes, and I have said, all what you can do, continue doing the right thing and praying. Praying is the only way between you and God. Is the only thing you can do, because God knows it, that person is unmovable. That person cannot be moved by anything, or nobody can move that person. That person is staying in my ways. That person is not doing wrong things just because she was done wrong things. That person is not doing this revenging in a silly way. Because if your partner is going out with other people and you start to do the same, what's the difference? That's how people look at it. If your husband or your wife is an alcoholic, always getting drunk or using drugs, and you are there saying, oh, he's always drinking, now I'm also going to start to drink. What's the difference? Don't do it. Because you also have to think. You have to set a good example, especially as mothers who have children. The children are looking at us. They are watching what we're doing, even here online. They are watching, oh my God, my mom, she's doing here online. She can tell the friends, oh, look, my mom is a YouTuber. They want to listen. What is the mama talking about? And if, for example, in whichever language, there's some people, for example, my daughter, who was born in Germany, grew in Germany, she don't know Kikuyu language, where I am from in Kenya, but she understands English and German, yeah? And even if she don't understand Kikuyu, we have some family members. Sometimes they can call her and tell her, hey, your mom is saying this and this in Kikuyu language online. She's abusing people. Your mom is abusing people. Your mom is always saying that one is bad, that one is bad. Everybody is bad apart from her. She will be informed. Believe you me, because there are many people, as I said, the Kenyans, they have contacts. Your children will one day, if not today, if not tomorrow, they will be informed how you're behaving here online. That's why I say how you behave is very important, not only for today, tomorrow, even for the future. So remember always, two wrongs doesn't make a right. If your partner is doing those bad things, don't do it. Don't do it. Just continue to do the right thing. And, for example, if your partner is busy going out there with so many different couples, you are afraid, you want to stay healthy. Of course, you won't allow him or her to touch you because you don't want diseases. Some people can say, hey, but you're married. You're refusing to give conjugal rights to your partner. Listen, health comes number one. If your partner is busy fooling out there, either with other men or with other women, your health is in danger. That person can come and bring diseases to you. You have to love yourself. And God also don't like foolish people. Yeah? If you know and you're sure and is not just hearsay, you're sure that your partner is going and cheating out there, you're not supposed to allow him or allow her to touch you. Why should you? You want to stay healthy. You are healthy. You are staying healthy. You are not mingling around with other people. Why should your partner go and do that for you? So you can say, no, you're not going to touch me. And then from there, it means it will come separation, which is okay. Because the moment you have a partner who is not honest, why should you stay with him or her? Why? Anyway, let's continue on with the song. This is a very, very encouraging, beautiful song. It's not that old. It's a new song. The song says, Lord, you never allowed me to fall apart. Although I was being haunted from all directions, being haunted. There are those people they are so much happy to see you suffering. They are so happy to see that, oh my God, look at her now, or look at him now. Even you'll be told that you have a high nose. That's the moment you will know you're real enemies. That's the time you will know that people around you weren't pretending to like you. They were pretending to love you. They were pretending to be your close allies. That's the moment you're going to learn. That's the time you will learn who are your real friends, who are your real family members. Because some of us, we've been quite hurt by our family members because we did everything for them. But instead of being thankful, they just give you slaps on the face. But you know what? You leave them to God. You just wash your hands and leave them to God. If they abuse you, don't abuse them back. Do not. Even when you've given them millions or billions and they start to abuse you, never abuse anyone back. That guilt will eat them one by one. That guilt. Because they will realize, oh my God, what did I do? Why did I abuse her or him? Look, she was doing this and this for me and supporting me. And there I was. And most of, for example, in Kenya, I don't know why there's that habit. I don't know if it's only me who went through that when you assist your family members back home, like my family, I'm from Kenya, my family back home in Kenya. And when I used to assist them and give them everything of material things you think of, the moment I stopped, the moment you think, okay, now I've given them for so many years, like me, I'd given them over 20 years. I thought, now it's my time. I've given and given and given. Now let me take care of myself. Let me tell you, that's the time you're going to learn that, oh my God. For me, I was shocked. I was like, what? I opened my mouth. I was like, really? These, like, my two brothers? Guys that have bought cars, built homes, put businesses for, done it, give it, everything, given, I don't know how much money. And the moment I stopped, I became a bad one. The moment I stopped, I became high nose. The moment I stopped, I became, oh, she don't want us to be up there. People who I even built before I even had built myself their homes. People that had, it hurts, yes. But the moment, for example, I do remember that when I was sent a few bad SMSs when I stopped to give, and I even told that, sorry, I cannot give anymore because I've given you for so many years. I've tried my best, but now I have to take care of myself. I started to get bombing SMSs. Oh, you have a high nose. Oh, who told you to help us? And people have helped over 20 years. Who told us we wanted your help? Oh, crazy things. And I was like, wait a minute. So please, if you're there and you're going through that, it's not only you. NCK 2310 was there. I was there. I learned it the hard way. But you know what? Even after getting all those messages, I don't abuse back. I don't call people bad names because I did not learn that. I will never do that. I just say, okay, thank you. I leave you to God. Yes. And after that, I continue with what I do. I continue with my work. I continue doing traveling. I continue on with my life. But those people, you leave them to God. That's what you do. You tell God, God, I've given all what if you are a wife and you've been hurt so hardly inside by your husband of what he do out there, you cry to God. Tell God, God, I was a good wife. I've never cheated out there. I've always done the right thing. And I've been hurt this way, Lord. I leave him to you. If you're a husband and your wife is doing that, do the same. Tell God, I've been a good husband, walking up and down, doing what I can do for the family. And now my wife, my woman, you're always there doing this and these bad things. Please, God, I leave her to you. Do not revenge. And even those people, for example, who think you've been hurt by your partner, and the best thing that you can do is go and take their lives away. It's so wrong. Nobody, and let me repeat again, nobody has the right to take the life of another one. No one. Just because your partner has cheated on you, you think you're going to hurt her or him? You think you have the right to take their lives away from this world? It's so wrong. Because even in God's commandment says we should never kill. You should never kill. If your partner cheats you, go different ways, pathways. God will give you another partner. God will build a way for you. God will make sure that even what you get will be even much better than what you have. But you have no right just because you're hurt to hurt that partner of yours. That was not meant for you. Some of us, we've been divorced. So what? But even if we divorce, it's peacefully. What do I mean by peacefully? Yes, you've been hurt, but you're not going to harm that partner. There are some people after you're being divorced, you snatch everything from your partner. You go and empty a whole house. You steal things. You steal their properties. Why? There are things they have worked for. Do not touch it. If you haven't worked for that, just leave them. Some of us left everything. Some of us just left with the clothes we are wearing. And now we have whatever we need because God makes ways. Do not think, oh my, and especially if you take what belongs to you, okay. But if you take things that don't belong to you just because the person have left you, why? Leave them. You should need to share the gain. God will give you others. God will give you even 10 times more than that. Take what belongs to you. And just one thing, please never hurt your partner because your partner has hurt you. Never abuse your partner just because your partner has abused you. And also here online, even us who don't know each other, that we just connect during here online. If someone abuse you or whatever, do not abuse back. God will punish them because God knows how to punish as well. Do not do two wrongs doesn't make a right. And I'll never stop saying this because it's very, very important for people to put it in their head that the punishments come from God. You don't have to do anything. Just continue doing the right thing and praying. That's it. You don't need anything more. Prayers are the weapons. God wants your prayers to be the weapon when anybody has hurt you in whichever way. Anyway, the song says, there I have read that God never abandoned me. You rescued me, my life. No, wait a minute. Although I was being haunted, okay. But you never abandoned me. You rescued me, my life, so that I would not be pushed to doing evil things. Yes, when God save you, when God start a new life for you, it opens. Things open for you. It's like God knows. You know what? This person has been so honest, has been so faithful. I will not let her or him down. And that's the moment God opens ways for you. The song says, I will always praise you, Lord. I will always believe in you, Lord, because of what you've done for me. And no one else could have ever done it. Yes, it's good always to praise after God has uplifted you and God has saved your life. We can say that God has saved your life. For example, if you're hurt, never try to harm yourself. That's one of the worst thing you can do because even you yourself, you haven't given the life you yourself. God has given you the life. So if someone hurts you, whether it's your wife, whether it's your husband, whether it's your brother, your sister, your children, your grandparents, your friends, your workmates, your boss, whoever have hurt you, you have no right to even take your life away. You have no right to take somebody's life away and your own life. Because there are some people, they are hard, they think, oh, now I'm going to go and kill myself. Don't do that. God don't like that. Because the life is given by God, not by yourself. So you have no right to go and take your life away just because of somebody that you are hurt, that your pain is hurting, and you think, oh my God, now I'm hurt so much. Now I'm gonna take never think about that. Because the moment you think about that, God will be angry with you. Because you have no right to take your life away, neither. Absolute no right. You have to make sure that you pray. Instead of harming yourself, instead of harming anybody else, pray. Leave everything to God. Continue doing the right thing. Do never, ever hurt yourself, because the moment you hurt yourself, the devil has won. Remember the work of the devil: to steal, to destroy, and then to kill. Those are the three jobs the devil comes to do. The devil will steal you from God, make you do things that he'll steal you that you don't belong to God anymore. And then he will destroy you by making you do the wrong things in life, by making you start to go and look for help otherwhere, somewhere else, by making you go to start worship idols, other gods. That's the work of the devil. And then after you've done all that, the devil is not finished with you. The devil will kill you. That's the work of the devil. That's why the moment you see these things coming, oh, now I'm going to go kill myself. Hey, now I'm going to go kill him or her. He has done this and this and that. It's the devil working on you. And the only way you can do is just to pray and tell God, God, please, I believe in you. It's only you who can save me. God, I only want your assistance, God. I don't want the devil to ruin my life. I don't want this devil to steal me, take me away from you, because that's what the devil does. And the song says, it's an amazing song. Very, very beautiful song, really. The song says, I'll always praise you, Lord, as I've said. I will always believe in you, God, because you've done what no one could have ever done. Then the other verse says, those places that I was ashamed, the same places you have raised me up. You have made me to be respected. May you be praised, O Lord. That those who were the same places that you were ashamed, the same places that you were mocked, the same places lies were told about you. For example, here online, we see there are so many lies. For me, I never knew that people can lie so much. For example, here online, I never knew that. For me, for all the years I've lived in the Western countries, over 31 years, almost going 32 years, I never knew that here online you can be attacked by people you don't know, you've never known, you even maybe not interested to ever meet them. I see Betty. Welcome, Betty. Welcome. I didn't know that these things can happen here online, because I've been for many years just been a supporter. I used to go support many YouTubers. I used to go and, for many years, until I started my own YouTube channel, this called NCK2310. That's the time I learned so much that these can be lies, until you're like, wait a minute, really? And so because of all this, I left everything to God. Even if the lies were told that, hey, that one want, I don't know to do what. All the years I lived that 1 year, I even don't know anybody who've ever deported another one. I even don't know anybody. I even don't know how those things are done. Never. For me, I was shocked to hear all these fake stories. And people listening, they would believe that. Because sometimes people like to buy lies, And so if lies are ever told about you, I can tell you one thing. Please, leave everything to God. God works in a perfect way. God punishes whoever is hurting you. God will punish whoever is hurting you and the generations to come. That's the way it works. Because God loves those who praise who praise him, and only those who adore God. You should never go and look for other help somewhere else. I feel that some people say, I think in Masharia, thank you, Ken, welcome as well. I think some people say, hey, if that person is lying to you, you form, I don't know, group, I don't know what it's called, WhatsApp group. I've never had such things. I even don't know how they are formed. I've never been interested. I see Read TBT as well. Welcome. I hear people saying, if you're hurt, if lies are told about you, you go and gang a group so that you all can go and attack that person. Please, never involve yourself in such things. It's wrong. It's not right, even in the eyes of God. If you ever go through that thing, please, we've learned a lesson, like with Teresa, who have sung this song, that leave everything to God. God will fight for you. Leave whatever lies are told about you. The people who are mocking you, the people who are laughing at you, just leave them to God. God will work on them. And this what I would ask everybody, wherever you are listening now or you'll come to listen later, please leave everything to God. Only God will solve your problems. Nobody else. Not even this online family that you go and gang against one person, that you go and gang to lie about one person, that people can go and start. For me, I used to see things. I was like, wait a minute. I was shocked, But I know one thing. The people that do that, their days are coming. One day it will come for them, because that's the way it is. Remember, everything that you do in this world, it will be paid down here. Nothing will go up there. Everything that you do to a person to hurt the people, the payment day is coming. This song is a very, very amazing song, really amazing song. Because if you listen to this song, it's really encouraging. It is motivation as well. And that's why I'm here to tell you about this amazing Kikuyu song. It's very new. It's not that old. And it's blessing so many people. Apart from blessing the Kikuyu people, because there's the Kikuyus understand Kikuyu language. I want this song to be a blessing to everybody in Kenya. In Kenya, we have so many tribes. So if you're there and you see Kikuyus dancing about this song, I'm here to tell you what this song is talking about. So that if you're from whichever tribe you're from, this song is comforting you. And even if you're from other continents or other countries, like where I live in Sweden, or where I lived before in Germany, wherever you are, this song is telling you, do not lose hope. Be faithful. God will fight for you. God will take your fights. God will make sure. If you are falsely accused, like I was here online, if people, family members have ever hurt you, like I was with my family, if things have ever been done to you and they were wrong, God will fight for you. God will open doors for you. Do not worry. And do not look help from anywhere else. Only God can answer your prayers. And I always promise that I always like to tell who have sung this song. But before I go there, yes, let me first tell who sing the song. The song is very new. It's a Kikuyu song. The song is called Kwarua Duakire, which means if you didn't come, she means God. And the song is by Teresa Wamuraya, which is an amazing song. It's a very new song. So please, if you're there and you hear Kikuyus jumping to these songs being played everywhere, now here I've explained to you what the song talks about. It encourages you, it motivates you, it gives you a piece of advice, and it tells you, please, still continue staying by the ways of God. Yes, there I am. And before we wind up, I'm Kenyan, and Kenya is our business. Yes, we've seen all what has been going on in Kenya, in our country, and what can we say? Because my song dwell also with political stuff, and we've seen what our president did yesterday. He went to this church in Risambo, as it's called, and he gave, I think, 20 million Kenya shillings, and he promised another 100 million. That means 120 million. He gave that. Now we have to ask ourselves, we as Kenyans, because we are Kenyans and Kenya is our business. We have to ask ourselves, how many schools in Kenya, how many of our children in Kenya, they still have no proper classrooms? They still, I hear like where President Ruto is from, those areas. Even we see here internet when the students are sitting on stones, breaking. Others, they even don't have a roof. They study under the trees. I remember every time when I go to safaris or somewhere like this, we go places where we see where the Maasais, where they're studying their kids. You know, it's heartbreaking. And there we are. We have a president who is going to give a church to be built for so much money. Listen, there are so many churches in Kenya, and many churches should be closing down, not building others, not others being stopped in money. And that money, is it the money that is stolen from our Kenyan people? You know, when you hear about this, we Kenyans, we should make a noise. We should be loud. You know, those of you who go to X, you know very well that is already planned about the Nile. Yes, I'm here to announce because I'm Kenyan and Kenya is our business. The Nile, we know very well that this Pastor Mwai, his church, which is called Jesus Winner Ministry, it might be revisited because I have to explain why other preachers, why other pastors are not accepting this Harambe money anymore. What kind of thirst, Okoroku, do this pastor or Bishop Mwai have? He have to answer to the Kenyans. You know, some people say, hey, why are you sending this and that and that? Listen, our Kenyan courts refuse to work for the Kenyan people. So when you see, for example, the TikTokers taking everything on their own hands, if you see the ex planning to go visit on the 9th, Pastor Mwai, don't ask yourself why. Our courts, Kenyan courts, stopped working for our Kenyan people. Our Kenyan people, they lost faith. No hopes left. And so here we are as Kenyans. We have to hold together. Those of you who go to X, you know what I'm talking about. It's high time we start to point out all the fake preachers preaching, pretending to preach the word of God and just doing nasty stuff out there. You'll be pinched one by one. You'll be picked one by one. You've lied enough to our Kenyan people. You've been stealing enough for our Kenyan people. Our Kenyan people, they remain poor and poor because everything they get, they are going to those churches. They're being told you have to pay 10%. Tithe, as they called it. And our people remains poor. We saw just the other day a pastor going and telling, I don't know what kind of thing. How crazy do you think somebody should be? That you just fall down and then you wake up and you're there giving a piece of land to somebody just like that, just because a pastor have put hands on you. What kind of power do these pastors have? Or bishops? Or apostles? What kind of power do they have? Where do they get the power from? Remember, the devil was an angel of God. The devil has power as well. So where do they get their power from, their strength from all this? Because these are things that should be watched. And we cannot sit anymore and watch and see our Kenyan people. They are being conned by the politicians. They go to churches. They are being conned and lied to. They are being, sodomized. Where are our people safe? This is a question we all Kenyans have to ask ourselves. And I'm here to say that all Kenyans should join hands together. We are one. And we should not let corrupt politicians ruin our country. Corrupt church leaders ruin our country. And stealing from our people for way so long. We should join us as Kenyans. It doesn't matter what tribe you are from. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter where you are from, as long as you are Kenyan. We join hands together so that we can stop all these criminals from using our people. Yes, that's what's going to happen. I'm here to say, as NCK, we'll continue on with this journey, with this music journey. And I always say, we touch all kind of music. As at the beginning, I explained that we deal with gospel music. We deal with Mogidi, which are party songs as well. And political songs. We deal with all kinds of songs. And because I'm a Kikuyu, and I love our Kikuyu music very much, I dwell a lot with the Kikuyu songs because I want our other rest of Kenyans back home in Kenya, around the world, to know what this song talks about. And also when there are other people in other countries, also they can hear these beautiful, amazing messages we have in our Kikuyu songs. All right, I thank you all so much. those that came. I see you, Betty, Nija, Ken Masharia, and Real TBT. Thank you so much for coming. May God bless you. And let's continue with this journey. And I'll be back again tomorrow, same time. That is in Kenya time, it's 10 o'clock Kenyan time, and Swedish or German time, it's 8 o'clock p.m. I'll be back tomorrow, same time. Thank you and stay blessed. And bye-bye.